Okay, welcome to Working on Junk. Not that the tractor's junk, but we have us a New Holland. It's a TC29D. New Holland can kiss my ass. Bunch of assholes. They're pulling the whole thing, started by Caterpillar as far as I'm concerned, where they do weird things just to screw you on parts as hard as they can. So this steering cylinder here, something that should take literally 2 minutes to completely rebuild. They have screwed their customers. They screwed their customers as hard as possible, as often as possible. So what they did was the wiper on that thing, just the wiper, is basically they're charging you where this should take $12 worth of seals to rebuild. They're charging you because they won't do it piece by piece either. They charge for the whole kit, and the whole kit for this tractor, for that one little cylinder right there, it should be $12. They're charging $150 plus tax, plus fuck you fees, plus everything else that they can charge you. And I'll tell you what, you see this little cap right here, little dipsticky thing? It's supposed to have a thing on there so you can grab it. Well, I wanted to replace that because that got broke off, obviously. Well, guess how much they want for that? Yeah, $40 fucking dollars. $40. That's a $2 part at most, and that's with them making, tons of profit on it. So, fuck you, New Holland. You can suck my butthole. I'll never buy another New Holland ever again. And the thing is, it's a great tractor. That super steer is amazing for getting through the woods and stuff. Because not only does do the front wheels turn, but look at this. The whole axle turns. So that's awesome. Why do you do something so good and then screw it up with your little sissy ass? Now, how this works too is that has one pin basically that all of the weight of the whole tractor rides on, and it's got this little spherical bearing in there, so it goes in there and the shaft is through that, and that can pivot and swivel. It goes all around like this. And that bearing, I mean, it takes a beating. And they want, for that one little bearing, they want over $400 for it. It's like $428 or something like that for that one little bearing. Meanwhile, you spec it out, go online, you get it for under $200. That's how much they want to screw their own customers. I've never seen a company that hates their own customers as much as New Holland. So here we are at the workbench here, and yeah, I got Chevy transfer case pulled apart. I got chainsaws pulled apart. I got electric motors pulled apart. I'm waiting on parts for every damn thing, so I can't even hardly see the Dr. Pepper. And this has to do with this project that we're working on now. This is my stuff. The Dr. Pepper there, that's just there for aesthetics. Okay, that's key. You got to have that. If you got a bench full of junk and then some wool insulation that fell down that you had stored up above because some weird cats got in your barn, that's just a nice pretty backdrop for you, right? So anyway, this is my fix instead of paying their $150, right? So here's a standard size wiper, right? Standard 16 millimeter ID, 26 millimeter OD. I do believe it's 5 millimeter tall. This is the old one, which is it was the 16 millimeter on the ID, and then on the OD, this is how they screwed it. This is how they screwed their customers. They made a 28 millimeter OD. The only place you can get this is from New Holland. Nobody else makes it. So my fix, I pulled the guts out of their old one, and I'm putting the regular size one inside of it. Perfect fit. Snaps right in. Look at there. And now this is held in by a snap ring, so it's not going to go anywhere. But it is a little bit undersized. So whereas the new one is like a 5 mil, this looks like it's probably a 7 mil. So it might be a little sloppy in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some RTV in there. And what I was thinking about doing is taking my little Dremel set here and making this hole bigger. That way I could flip this upside down. And that would give less area for shit to get in here. But I don't think I really care. So anyway, you want to save yourself $150. Gut your old one. Put it inside, or put the new one inside of the old one, and then put that back in. There. Now you're back to having to replace that. These are just spacers. They're usually not a problem. And then you got, a couple O-rings. So literally, instead of, $150, these O-rings are like, what, 3 cents, 5 cents a piece? The only expense on this whole thing is the wiper and the actual seal. That's it. So this should cost you about $12 to repair. But New Holland wants to stick it in your butt and break it off because they're a bunch of crooked, corrupt pieces of garbage. So let's not do that, people. Here's the best fix right there. Pop it in and you're done. It's a wiper. It's a wiper. There's no excuse for $150 for this. Fuck you, New Holland. Okay, so here we are. It's all back together. See that? It's right in there, nice and right and tight. That thing ain't going anywhere. It's held in by a snap ring, so it can't go anywhere. It can't come out. It popped in there once I drove the old. I had to drive the old metal clad piece in first, and then drive the new wiper in separately, and it went in tight. So everything's perfect. Got some fresh O-rings in there. Got everything replaced. Everything's good to go. Right, tight, ready to go. All I gotta do is slide that bugger in there now. And I had to clean out that crap in there because it was packed full as usual. But yeah, so other than that, she's good to go, boys. Up and running, working cylinder, no problem. So yeah, that's how you get around New Holland screwing you in the butt. I mean, they should at least give you a kiss, maybe, on the back of the neck, or at least nibble on your ear or something when they're screwing you that hard. So yeah, screw you, New Holland. Don't like you. You guys are a bunch of thieving bastards. Bye.